Hello Dub Nation, it's always a thrill to connect with you, especially as we're about to reveal the latest news that could shape the fate of our beloved Golden State Warriors. But before we dive into this whirlwind of information, let me make a friendly request. Show us some love by clicking the like button to strengthen our bond, and hey, if you are not subscribed yet, join our channel for a thrilling and emotional journey. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay ahead.
Warriors realize Buddy Hield is what fans have been calling for. Buddy Hield found his rhythm against his former team just when the Golden State Warriors needed it most. Before the final game against the Houston Rockets, prior to the All-Star game break, Hield had started 12 consecutive games alongside Stephen Curry as a defensive partner. However, his performance during this stretch left much to be desired, with him shooting under 38% from the field and just 34% from beyond the arc. He even ranked as one of the least effective players among those logging at least 18 minutes per game. A shift in perspective. When Brandon Podziemski took over as the starting point guard against the Rockets, many fans felt it was about time. Hield's struggle continued in Houston, where he made only one of 5 shots and missed all 4 of his three-point attempts. It was telling that he played less than 14 minutes in that game, hinting at a possible change in his role moving forward. In the subsequent game against the Sacramento Kings, Hield saw nearly 26 minutes of action, largely because he was finally finding his shooting touch. He erupted for 22 points, hitting 8 of 11 field goals and 5 of 8 from three-point range, helping the Warriors secure a commanding 132-108 victory as they kicked off their post-All-Star break schedule in style. This was his highest scoring game since December 8th, and only the second time he reached 22 points since the 6th game of the season. Finding the right fit. While it's just one game, it's clear that Hield is much better suited for a bench role, where his minutes can fluctuate based on his performance that night. Although he remains one of the league's most dangerous shooters, capable of heating up quickly, he shouldn't be one of the primary focal points of the offense, a role he often occupied earlier this season. Fortunately, head coach Steve Kerr has come to this realization, even if it took a successful trade for Jimmy Butler to set things in motion. Kerr's persistence with Hield in the starting lineup reflected a level of desperation that has since faded, leading to the right decision. In fact, Hield had scored at least 16 points in 7 of his first 8 games this season, with 6 of those performances coming off the bench. This is the kind of microwave scoring role he was expected to fulfill when he initially signed with the Warriors during the offseason. Looking ahead, there's hope that Hield can find more consistency in his new role as a reserve. If he struggles, the Warriors now have the necessary pieces in place to ensure they don't rely solely on his production, as they did earlier in the season. As the Warriors continue to navigate the challenges of the season, Hield's adjustment could be a pivotal factor in their success. With a fresh perspective on his role, both he and the team can thrive moving forward, exciting fans about what lies ahead. Embracing the role, Hield's potential impact. As Buddy Hield settles into his new role, the Warriors are hopeful that his scoring ability can become a significant asset off the bench. This transition could provide the spark the team needs during crucial moments in games, especially as they aim for a deep playoff run. Hield's ability to shoot from beyond the arc can stretch defenses, creating space for other players, particularly Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, to operate more effectively. Building chemistry. As Hield integrates into this revamped lineup, building chemistry with his teammates will be key. His recent success against the Kings showcased his ability to connect with the core players on the team. Hield's experience and quick release will complement Curry's playmaking, allowing for fast-paced offensive sets that can catch opponents off guard. "We're excited to see what Buddy can bring in this new role," said Kerr after the game against the Kings. "He's a natural scorer, and when he's in rhythm, he can change the dynamics of a game. It's all about finding that balance." The road ahead. Looking ahead, the Warriors have a challenging schedule filled with playoff contenders. Consistency will be crucial, and how well Hield adapts to his role could significantly impact the team's performance. The Warriors have already faced ups and downs this season, and every game matters as they vie for playoff positioning. Furthermore, Hield's adjustment could also ease the pressure on younger players like Podziemski, who are still finding their footing in the league. Having a seasoned scorer like Hield available off the bench can provide much-needed experience and guidance. Community and fan engagement. Beyond the court, Hield's journey and performance resonate with fans. His commitment to improving and adapting his game reflects the aspirations of the Warriors fanbase, who have longed for consistent and exciting basketball. The fans have responded positively, showing their support through social media and at games, excited to see how Hield's new role unfolds. "We believe in Buddy and what he can do," a longtime Warriors fan remarked. "If he can find his groove, it's going to be a fun ride for all of us." Looking to the future. As the season progresses, the Warriors remain focused on their championship aspirations. Hield's role may evolve further, but the team is equipped with the depth and talent necessary to navigate the challenges ahead. With Kerr's strategic vision and the roster's versatility, there's a renewed sense of optimism in Golden State. In summary, Buddy Hield's shift to a bench role could be the key to unlocking the Warriors' full potential. By leveraging his scoring ability while allowing for greater flexibility within the lineup, the Warriors are setting themselves up for success. The coming weeks will be pivotal as they aim to solidify their place in the playoffs and make a push for another championship run. Fans, players, and coaches alike are eager to see how this journey unfolds, with hope and excitement in the air. It took just 3 minutes to show why the Warriors should sign Kevin Knox. Sometimes, the most straightforward decisions are the hardest to make, but this one seems obvious. For the first time in over a year, Kevin Knox too stepped onto an NBA court on Friday night against the Sacramento Kings. In a decisive 132-108 victory for the Golden State Warriors, the former 9th overall pick had 3 minutes of garbage time, and he wasted no time making the most of his opportunity. Knox confidently drained a three-pointer from the wing off a pass from Guy Santos, then drove hard to the basket for a layup on his next possession. He also made some impressive defensive plays as the Warriors showcased a strong start to their post-All-Star break roster. The Warriors need to sign Kevin Knox. While those 3 minutes may have been brief, they could very well prove that the Warriors should sign Knox for the remainder of the season. The 25-year-old, who plays alongside Yuri Collins on the Santa Cruz team, has recently been on 10-day contracts with the franchise, but Knox seems like someone who deserves to stick around a bit longer. Many fans were impressed by Knox's first minutes as a Warrior, but this performance was really just a snapshot of his recent success in the G League. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches, he has averaged over 25 points and 8 rebounds in his last 12 G League regular season games, shooting nearly 53% from the field and over 44% from beyond the arc. Coach Kerr's support. After the game, head coach Steve Kerr expressed how proud he was of Knox, noting the journey he took to earn another shot in the NBA after spending his first 6 years bouncing between the league and various developmental leagues. "I think he can help us," Kerr told Dalton Johnson from NBC Sports Bay Area. "He only played a few minutes at the end, but you can see the talent. I have no doubt that there will be games where we put him in, and he will contribute." Kerr's comments suggest that the Warriors are considering keeping Knox around beyond his current 10-day contract. Given the current state of the free agent and buyout market, the chances of finding a better option than Knox seem slim at this point. Additionally, it might be worthwhile for the Warriors to secure a non-guaranteed deal for Knox for the next season, giving them the flexibility to keep the former Knicks player under low-cost control without making a full commitment. A bright future ahead. Overall, Knox's brief yet impactful performance could signal a promising new chapter for him with the Warriors. With the team's quest for championship still alive, adding a player who has shown he can contribute both offensively and defensively could be just what they need to strengthen their roster as they head deeper into the season. Warriors face a stark reality with Andrew Wiggins, a dangerous motivation. In the world of professional sports, sometimes the hardest truths can fuel an athlete's determination. Recently, the Golden State Warriors have come to a brutal conclusion regarding Andrew Wiggins, and the implications could be significant. After a challenging 2023-24 season that saw Wiggins struggle, he found his rhythm just before the trade deadline. This resurgence turned him into a valuable asset, ultimately making him the centerpiece of a successful trade for superstar Jimmy Butler just over 2 weeks ago. Before his departure to the Miami Heat, Wiggins had averaged 17.6 points and 4.6 rebounds, serving as the Warriors' second-best player. Jerry Stackhouse adds fuel to the fire. Recently, Jerry Stackhouse offered some candid insights that could serve as both motivation and a wake-up call for Wiggins. The Warriors recognized their need for offensive firepower to better support Stephen Curry, especially after ranking just 18th in offensive efficiency during the first half of the season. Thus, they made the tough decision to trade Wiggins for Butler. Since the trade, Butler has averaged 20.4 points per game for the Warriors, significantly enhancing their playmaking ability. In fact, Golden State has climbed to 6th in offensive rankings in the 5 games since Butler's arrival. However, this upgrade came at a defensive cost. Stackhouse pointed out that Wiggins, once regarded as a top perimeter defender, might not be the same player he once was. "I personally didn't think he was great against the best player on the other team," Stackhouse remarked in an interview with Ron Krojcik of the San Francisco Chronicle. "He was better against the secondary guys. We would put him on the top players sometimes, but I saw separation." These comments have stirred the pot among fans, particularly those who felt the decision to part with Wiggins was hasty and unwarranted. His absence was particularly noticeable in defensive matchups, such as against the Dallas Mavericks, where Kyrie Irving exploded for 42 points in a narrow victory. A shift in defensive dynamics. Despite the concerns surrounding Wiggins' defensive prowess, the Warriors have actually improved their defensive ranking from 10th to 6th since the trade. Perhaps Stackhouse's assessment of Wiggins' impact was overstated. Regardless, it could serve as a potent source of motivation for Wiggins as he seeks to reclaim the level of play that made him a key player in 2022. While Wiggins may not need additional motivation to prove the Warriors wrong, Stackhouse's revealing comments have certainly made headlines. In igniting this discussion, there's a palpable sense of danger, both for Wiggins and for the Warriors, as they navigate the challenges ahead. Stackhouse will undoubtedly hope that his words don't come back to haunt him or the team as they move forward in the season. Wiggins' redemption arc, a new chapter. As the dust settles on the trade that sent Wiggins to the Miami Heat, all eyes are now on him as he seeks to redefine his legacy in the league. The pressure is palpable, not just from the Warriors, but from fans and analysts who will be watching closely to see if he can rise to the occasion and return to his previous form. Wiggins knows that the scrutiny will be intense, especially given Stackhouse's candid remarks about his defensive capabilities. The challenge ahead. Wiggins faces a crucial period of reflection and training as he prepares for the second half of the season. His new environment in Miami presents a fresh start, yet also a unique set of challenges. With the Heat contending for a playoff position, Wiggins must quickly adapt to a new system and establish chemistry with star players like Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. The expectations are high, and the path to redemption won't be easy. Potential impact on team dynamics. On the other side, the Warriors must continue to adjust to life without Wiggins. While Butler's arrival has brought immediate offensive benefits, there are lingering questions about how the team will adapt defensively. Stackhouse's comments hint at a potential vulnerability in their perimeter defense, which opponents may seek to exploit. The Warriors will need to find new defensive alignments and strategies to fill the void left by Wiggins, especially against high-scoring teams. Fan reactions and the broader narrative. The fan base has been divided on the trade. Some supporters see it as a necessary move to inject star power into the roster, while others lament the loss of a player who once had a bright future with the team. Social media has been abuzz with opinions, and many fans are eager to see how this narrative unfolds, particularly as Wiggins takes the court in Miami. For the Warriors, the stakes have never been higher. They aim not just for playoff contention, but to reclaim their status as championship contenders. The juxtaposition of Wiggins' potential resurgence with Butler's impact on the Warriors adds an intriguing layer to the season. Looking ahead. As the season progresses, both Wiggins and the Warriors will be under a microscope. Wiggins has the opportunity to silence critics and show that he can thrive in high-pressure situations, while the Warriors must prove that their decision to trade a player of his caliber was the right one. The repercussions of this trade will echo throughout the league, influencing player valuations, team strategies, and the playoff race. In the coming weeks, fans will be closely watching how Wiggins performs in Miami and how the Warriors adjust without him. The stage is set for drama, redemption, and perhaps an unexpected resurgence, one that could define the trajectories of both Wiggins and the Warriors for years to come.